Hello, I would like to introduce myself. My name is William Donaldson, and I'm here to talk to you about the external factors related to Microsoft Corporation. Uh, okay, first things first, Microsoft Corporation is the biggest merchant worldwide of all operating systems and other software for IBM PC compatibles. Microsoft is based in Redmond, Washington, with over 50,000 employees and still increasing. Microsoft products include Microsoft Access, Microsoft DOS, Microsoft Windows, and the LAN Manager, and also the SQL Server, just to name a few. Their place in the industry is very renowned. Their reputation is highly regarded. Um, Today, Microsoft cultivates their products and licenses for a wide range of corporations, small offices, and more intimate businesses. In order to succeed in this challenging world, Microsoft will have to keep up with the leading competition as far as Apple or anything like Linux. Just a little background information on Microsoft. Microsoft was founded in New Mexico in 1975 and then settled in Redmond in 1986, which was also the place where Windows 7 was also, the popular Windows 7 today was also invented. Um, Microsoft comes with different amount of bits, like as far as the 16, 32, 64 bit, which is the 64 is very preferred, especially by myself. Um, Now we can go into the external factors of Microsoft. The first is external factor would be the competition, and of course, Apple is one of Microsoft's biggest competition. Apple also tried to sue Microsoft out of business in 1985 and also 1988 for stealing the drop-down menu, the tile windows, and also the mouse drivers. Microsoft has also acquired nearly 150 companies in its 34-year lifespan history, while Apple only accounts for at least half as much. Um, Microsoft headcount nearly tripled since 1999, whereas it has over 50,000 employees for each technical support. Microsoft also identifies with the Apple's iPod as a competitor to the new Zoom, the MP3 player, and then moves on to one more partner competition. Microsoft states that their hardware product faces aggressive competition from computer and other hardware manufacturers. Believe it or not, many of them are their potential partners. Well, today I actually have like a picture of the two. This right here is Microsoft. This right here is Apple. As you can see, Microsoft is more so user friendly and is compatible with multiple hardwares. Is the most popular, and in 2006, Microsoft revenue doubled Apple's. And as you can see over here, Apple's actually tripled in 2010. So as you can see, like Apple is actually like the is a leading competition for Microsoft. It was kind of like these two been going head to head for a while now. Um, Let me see. The $1 million question is, who is a bigger threat to Windows? From an operating standpoint, or operating system standpoint, excuse me, is it the Mac OS X or is it the Linux on the desktop? Because Linux is also a good brand computer too. It is a well-known fact that long as there is no version of Mac OS X that makes it on PCs isn't such a big threat. However, if it ever did, it would be a real one. Linux case is a bit more complex as it can be owned. All Microsoft can do is watch it grow and try to think of ways to slow down each of these two brand name computers. They can hardly dictate their well on the path they can hardly dictate their path of which it should take. It's not enough to drive a Linux company out of business, but as far as Microsoft competing with Linux would be a fair game. The progress that has been made with Linux, meanwhile, stays and can be taken over by others. The second external factors we will discuss will be the legal woes. Early antitrust problems. The United States government first accused Microsoft in 1994 of anti-competitive practices. Microsoft antitrust trial in October, Microsoft and the Justice Department reached a tentative settlement which was finalized in August of 2002, ending over 4.5 years of legal deliberation. They have settled alleged false security and privacy promises. The settlement prevents Microsoft from participating in exclusive deals that can hurt competitors. Require uniform contract terms for computer manufacturers, allows manufacturers and customers to remove icons from some Microsoft features. Requires Microsoft to release some technical information so software developers can write programs for Windows that can work as well as Microsoft products do. The final feature of the settlement is the most important to Microsoft's future. This let software manufacturers develop programs for Windows that work just as well as Microsoft programs do. Essentially, restoring some sort of competition and consumer decision. Lastly, of the external factors are the recent economic conditions. Microsoft faces big challenges as it tries to adapt to the ever-changing technology industry. Although Microsoft continues to profit from its Windows and Office products, the personal computer industry is shifting away towards mobile devices like tablets and smartphones. Even though the company's second quarter net income was down slightly, the company says its revenue went up 5%. And thank you very much for listening to my presentation. My name is William Donaldson. I appreciate your time.